Alright, we're getting ready to clean a one-bedroom apartment for a resident, and we're going to extract it here. And you can see it's kind of dirty. They have a pet, and so they don't always get the pet outside as often as they should, so it's kind of messy. But hopefully it'll clean right up. So there's a bit of that. We're also doing the bedroom, but there's not really much to show in there. Alright, so stay tuned and we'll see how clean we can get these carpets. Alright, this is a real dirty living room. It may not show on camera because it's dark in here, but it's dirty. It's real solid. This carpet's 15 years old and it's been used. So we're going to see what we can do just using the rug doctor. We could use the arc orbiter, and we always get it out with the orbiter, but we're just going to do it this way and see what we can do for the rug doctor. So here we go.
because I did so slow it passes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some more water in this and go over once more. When they're real dirty like this, the best thing is just kind of flush them out a bit. I hate doing it, but you ain't got no choice when they're this messed up. So.
Yeah, we could put a little more pre-spray down, but we probably won't because at this point, we basically just need to keep flushing the carpet out.
It just needs flushed out. I'll get it this time.
This carpet's so old and worn out, and it's just, oh, that's
blackest coffee right there.
That's some of the blackest water we've ever seen with one of these.
That's as black as nighttime with no light. So but we're gonna flush it out one more time real quick. Not all of it, just like the heavier, like over here where he's standing.
Yeah, every time you make a pass, you're putting down a little bit more water, and even the best machines in the world leave a little bit behind. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to overwet the carpet, because when you do that, you're going to bring up all little pet smells and odors and things like that from down deep in the carpet. So that's one bad thing when you're extracting. You may bring up a bunch of junk you don't want if you let the carpets get too wet.
Typically when they're real dirty, we like to bonnet clean them and walk out.
Yeah.
We're extracting this because these guys, we've worked for them for several years, and I promised them I'd do an extraction this time just to be cool to them.
Now, one of the things you might notice is this is not vacuumed very well, and that's because to save money, they vacuumed it themselves.
It turned out they bought a $9 vacuum cleaner and did the work. So.
Yeah, before you start, let me show them.
Well, yeah.
Let me show you the $9 vacuum he vacuumed the floor with. Yeah, I'll show you what he's doing, but all right. Someone sold him this vacuum for $9. Okay. First off, this is a big problem. This is a big problem. And this is how they vacuum their carpets. And it didn't pick anything up. Of course, it's impossible for it to pick anything up. But they did pay $9, but apparently there's a piece. It looks like there's a piece missing. But that's the unfortunate thing. They go through they wear out a vacuum. If they had one that worked, they wear it out they vacuum once a month basically, and they'll wear the vacuum completely out, even a brand new one. Now the bedroom came out nice. I know you guys didn't really see much of that, but the hallways, okay. We're gonna keep going over this, and I'll keep showing a little bit of it, but at some point, and we may even have to go get the work order.
We won't do that.
We could go back and we could scrub it somewhere. It's just this kind of a thing where we have a very low discount price that they've got established. There's only so much we do because they're kind of stuck with a bad looking carpet.
They'll be happy because they just want to get it cleaning, and that's what they're getting.
Yeah.
And it's a good cleaning, but this carpet's so old, so worn out. When I run out of water, my goodness.
Well, this is Saturday, and they have an inspection of some sort on Monday, and they've got to get this whole house cleaned by Monday. So they've got a big job ahead of them. And unfortunately for them, the way things worked out, they had to get the carpets done today because it's the only time they could do it. So they're going to be walking all over these carpets and everything the rest of the weekend, cleaning up the rest of the house. So I hope their carpets stay clean looking. Yeah, he'll just keep going over it. Just being careful not to overwet the carpet. But I'm going to go ahead and pause the camera now, and I'll show you when he gets basically done. I'll show you the final results. We're going to be as careful as we can and get this thing as clean as we possibly can. It's not going to be perfect because you can't make this carpet perfect. So stay tuned and we'll show you our final result. He's just about done. There's that's actually a hole in the carpet. It looks like some gum or something. There's a hole in the carpet from a furniture leg or something. It's not perfect, but this carpet is about as shot as you can get a carpet to be. But he's just making the last few passes. And that is about as good as we're going to get it this time around. So I hope you enjoyed that. In case you ever run across one that's a disaster, just do the best you can. That's all you can do sometimes. And there's only so much you can do in one cleaning session, because if you overwork the carpet, if you overwet the carpet, you're going to have other problems, and you don't want to have that. So. There he goes, and that's the sound. I'll go ahead and show one more dump of the. We'll see how dirty the water is now.
The truth is, when you compare this carpet to a normal carpet, this is a perfect job.
Yeah, well, this carpet's so worn out.
When they're ruined, you can only do so much. You just kind of restore them a bit, and that's it.
Yeah, and if you think you're going to run a machine until you get clear water, you don't want to put that much water into a carpet. Yeah.
No, you do. You get the pad.
There's a point where you got to just say that's all for one cleaning session. It's still pretty dark, but there's only so much you can do in one session.
That's right.
Yeah, I'd love to say you can sit up here and go all day long, just keep going and going and going until the water's clean. But
well,
if you don't mind taking a few days for the carpet to dry,
we'll get the pad wet. We're not doing that.
Because I know that they've had a pet up here and it's been going to the bathroom for years.
The truth is,
there's a lot of stuff you don't want to get back up to the surface.
When you pay a professional carpet cleaner to come to your house, they don't owe you to get all the dirt out done on the. I mean, you're paying for a carpet cleaning, and they don't owe you to go over the carpet 7 or 8 times because you haven't had it cleaned in 10 years.
No.
Nobody owes you that, so.
Even if you're paying them for it, it's not good for your carpets to do that much at one time to a carpet.
Yeah, now if you want
the ideal way to clean this carpet, actually, and they don't want to do it because they don't want to spend the money, is come up here about once every week or so, 10 days, and go over it again thoroughly.
You got to do it like
and over a period of time, you get it cleaner and cleaner.
You got to do it like janitors do buildings downtown. They clean the carpets every Friday night.
Yeah, now this
That's
carpet.
How you maintain them.
This carpet, they didn't get it cleaned. They were cleaning it every month, and it was better, but. Now they're getting it cleaned like every 3 months to save money. And it was so dirty after every 1 month that it was like, a terrible job to clean. But now it's 3 months, and it's really, really a disaster how much stuff's in this carpet.
I don't know how much the camera shows, but the truth is this is pretty nice. This carpet, when it dries up, will turn blonde.
It'll be fluffier and
It'll look nice when it dries up. And I told the homeowner if he can get his vacuum running again, when it's dry tonight about 9, 10 o'clock, vacuum the carpet and it'll fluff it right back up.
I think it would be a pretty amazing thing if he gets that vacuum going. But anything's possible, I suppose.
Hey, you know the word to that? Don't buy $9 vacuum cleaners.
Well,
there's a reason they're $9.
These are really, really, really nice people. They really are.
They're nice.
But they get taken advantage of by people on the property.
All the time.
And, they sell them junk vacuum cleaners. They sell them stuff they were going to throw in the dumpster. And they sell it to them for $10 or whatever, and then they've gotten dogged on vacuum so many times it's not even fun. And there's only so much we can do for them before it's like we're basically just doing everything for free. So we charge them a decent amount for this, but it's not nearly what we usually charge. And we try to help them out as much as possible because they get watched pretty close because they.
I'll tell you the truth. People have asked us before we charge. I'll tell you this one time on this one. We charged $75 to run over this just like we did. We didn't vacuum. We worked for 20 minutes and we're leaving. $75. It's cheap too.
That's giving it away.
Normally we want a 125 or 150, but
yeah.
So.
But we don't want to see them get in trouble or even get.
We're really doing it
to
help them because they're going to fail inspection.
They fail lots of inspections.
And
they have trouble all the time.
They're nice people, so we're just trying to.
They're nice people, but they have a lot of.
Came and did this thing for free.
Yeah, they've got some issues, and they, we feel sorry for them in a way because we. But we have to come up here. We work up here every month and cleaning this carpet and keeping it pretty clean for them. But they don't want to spend any money, and so over time, they're getting to where they clean it less and less. And it's harder and harder to clean it right.
If you're trying to build a carpet business and you get people like this, you need to talk them into hiring you once every week or two. If they won't do it, then you let them know the cleaning will always be not perfect because you can't clean it once a month to keep up with it if the dog's pooping on it every night.
Well, I'm gonna end the video because we could go on and on and on about this one. But if you think this is just a completely disgusting mess and you think that we're disgusting people for doing it, I mean, that's your opinion, I guess. But I mean, you're really trying to do something to help someone out because they're in a lot of trouble if they
Yeah.
don't get this carpet cleaned up.
We're just trying to help some people out there. It's in a jam.
Yeah, but we're not going to come up here and spend 12 hours getting their
Nope.
their carpets in tip-top shape either because we can't afford to give that kind of time into
We're
it.
nice, but we're not stupid.
Yeah, and I hate to see him get taken advantage of on a vacuum. And I know the guy that sold it to him, and I might say something to him because that's kind of like, you know, you don't do that to people. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this and found it completely disgusting that a carpet can be like this. But hey, I've seen a lot worse ones, and we've cleaned a lot worse ones, so this isn't that big a deal. But anyway,
Roll up.
that's it for this one. Thanks for watching.